Hello, hello, beautiful people. Life as a landlord. So, landlording or property ownership is not my only job. It is not my full time job. It is a passive income that I thoroughly enjoy. I love real estate. I love looking at real estate. I love the prospecting of real estate. Um, Maybe not so much the actual process of buying real estate and managing it, but I love just the idea of ownership, especially us as African Americans in this country and myself as a female. So, yeah, I got into real estate by default. When my father passed away, he willed me his home. So at that point, I kind of learned the ins and outs of property management and, um, just the ins and out of ownership and all of the different paperwork and things you would have to do with the county and other little menial things, like your utilities and things of that nature. That property was pretty easy for me because I inherited a tenant. It's a family member. He's been there for quite a while. He actually helps me maintain and upkeep the property very well. I have no complaints there. So we kind of have a verbal understanding and a mutual agreement, and he's grandfathered into what him and my father had agreed upon. So that's been working out really well for the both of us. Yeah, and I really have no issues with that. The property taxes, as far as that one is concerned, have risen slightly over the years. My dad passed about, this year will be 5 years. And the property values out there are growing and increasing astronomically. And I'm floored. I'm excited. And that's great. But you have to keep in mind that extra expense, and also you have to take into consideration and balance out, your rent that you have coming in and your expenses going out. So that was definitely a learning experience. That's something you always want to take into consideration, because you don't want to have more going out than you have coming in, even if it is an inherited property or a property that you didn't really have any financial input into as far as gaining it, but you still want to make sure it's profitable and it's not going to eat you alive financially, and that it's still a mutual agreement that's going to be beneficial to both of you, even if you're in a situation like this. So yeah, to be honest with you, I really have no quarrels, nothing that I extremely dislike, except repairs. I hate repairs, of course, and I'm, like I said, so grateful that he is there. But as far as the expenses of repairs, that part I do not get excited about. I don't have a property manager for that particular property because, like I said, we had a previous understanding that I just respected and honored from my father and this person, and we just go from there. And we haven't had any issues up until now. Everything's been going really well. We call, we talk, we communicate when there are repairs that need to be made. And, I pay the taxes every year. I am also responsible for paying the water. Everything else he's responsible for and he takes care of. And I do like that part of our bargain. Now, this home is quite a large home, to be honest with you. It has 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 2 kitchens. One functional kitchen right now, but the other kitchen is not, because it's just one person in the home. However, later on this year, I am heavily considering turning this home into an official duplex by splitting it, getting 2 separate meters, water lines, getting the electrical work rewired and everything set up so that this can be a multi-unit property, because it's set up to be that. That's what my father set it up to be. It just actually never went that route. So right now it's just set up as a single family residence with 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a kitchen and a half, or a kitchen and a kitchenette, or however you want to say it. But yeah, this was a great investment my father made. I am grateful he saw fit to pass it down to me to take care of it, and I have been honored to do so thus far. It's been a great learning experience. We talked about a lot of things before he passed away, how he wanted things to go, and I'm extremely grateful for that because I wasn't blindsided. I knew what to do. I knew his wishes, and yeah, it's been a great learning experience. And part 2 of life as a landlord, I will talk about the other properties that I have since bought, and I am thoroughly enjoying those as well. But if you are thinking about going into home ownership, land ownership, any type of, mutual agreement where you are a property owner in any way, go ahead and do it. Don't be afraid, just jump. If you see something you like, you have the financing, you have the ability to get your financing, or if you already have the money saved, don't be afraid. There's no better time than now. There's no better time than now. Okay, so I hope that this was a blessing to you. If you're in a similar situation, if you know someone in a similar situation, or if you're just thinking about buying a property, or if you are leaving property to a loved one, or if someone is leaving something to you, you want to make sure that you have these discussions before anything happens so that you have a nice and smooth transition. I'm sorry, my battery just went dead, so I don't know if you heard what I said or not. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them here for me, and I will be more than happy to get back to you. Be blessed.